Before we begin, remember, when you enter the lair, show some decorum. Hit the like, share, and subscribe to the new Geekz.
Good morning, night city, a day in the light. I was on my own, catching a ride with the lady. Her hair hangs down past her thighs, blue and pistol she satisfies. Leather jacket, zipped up tight. Big ones coming, look for lost and found. Iron queens, bright and night city, where your appetite waits you out your sunrise.
Welcome to a new perspective on the modern day geek. And now, without further ado, please welcome your host, Leon of the New Geekz.
Yo. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Salute to all the new geeks. Welcome back. Your views, your time, and your interaction are always appreciated. Be sure to hit that like, that share, and subscribe when you enter the lair. Now, this is a quick review of the very, very much anticipated and much hyped Deadpool and Wolverine. So I had the pleasure of seeing it last night. And I'm just going to give my thoughts really quick because I know we have something going on later, cartoons and cereal. I'm not much for doing the quick reviews and quick videos. I'm more of a long form, extrapolate discussion kind of guy, but I'm getting used to this YouTube podcast streaming thing. But before I get into it, let me check the chat. We got Rising Renegades in the building. Appreciate you coming through. We got the homie Skywalker. You don't learn about Sketchy East Street 30 minutes out. Hey, man, I'm raw. I just go in, F it. What else we got? Who else we got? We got Bat Dan. We got Floyd. Yeah, I appreciate y'all showing up. 1,000. Absolutely. So real quick, I just wanted to give my thoughts. Deadpool and Wolverine. Does Disney know what they're doing with Ryan Reynolds? Should Hugh Jackman hang up the claws? Put him away, bro. Should that be the phrase? Was this just a complete waste of time? Is this just schlock? Did Disney just hand us jokes, laughs, and goofiness? I don't know, man. I'm a bit taken aback by this movie in the best way possible. This movie was freaking awesome. So Deadpool and Wolverine, my God. I'm going to keep this very brief. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, freaking geniuses. Ryan Reynolds continues to go out of his way to make sure he's going to get a project done. I'm pretty sure I didn't do a lot of research, but I'm pretty sure Ryan Reynolds was like, he's like that Trojan horse, man. Like you get him and he's like, yeah, I got so much shit up my sleeve. So shout out to Ryan Reynolds. This Deadpool character was never really my thing. I'm not really into characters like him. He's just overly, but I don't know. He seems to have really mastered what he's trying to accomplish with the character of Deadpool. And he seems to have mastered what the purpose of Deadpool is. There were so many things that happened with Deadpool and Wolverine as far as their actions are concerned, and the overall, how should I put this? The overall plot, going forward. I'm not saying every action lent to the plot, but most actions, most gags, most comedy lent to the plot going forward. It wasn't just gags for gag's sake too much. And when there were gags for gag's sake, it was dope. I enjoyed it. A lot of the jokes landed. Most of the jokes landed. This movie is incredibly meta. And before I give my overall little tagline of what I feel about it, I think that I'll discuss Wolverine. Hugh Jackman was like a breath of fresh air, man. Seeing him again was like, you didn't realize how much you really appreciated him until he got onto that screen. And I'm not going to give any spoilers, but this version of the character is definitely respectful towards the entire legacy of what Hugh Jackman has done with the character of Wolverine. That's probably my favorite part of the entire thing, was the fact that they really, 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 really went their way to respect the legacy of the character. And I got to give my hats off to them with that. Give me one moment. Yeah, this film really respected the legacy of Wolverine, and I'll say this too. It also respected the legacy of yeah, exactly, Scott. Without giving away any spoilers, the beginning did irk me, but I'm glad that they actually highlighted that they highlighted why they did what they did in the beginning, because I don't know why I was so pissed off, but that just shows you the power of the legacy of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. When I saw that, I was like, yo, bro, what are we doing here? And everybody's just kind of in the theater laughing. I'm just sitting here like, nah, bro, just not what we doing today. I was just like, this needs to end very quickly. And it didn't. It did not end quickly. But it just showed the power of how iconic that character became. So I'm not giving away any spoilers, but I'll just say, if you're a huge fan of a certain character, it might irk you. Or you might just say, it's just a movie. It is what it is. And it's Deadpool. He's essentially, he's essentially breaking the fourth wall with everything he does, even with this gag in particular. So I'm just gonna pretty much give my overall thoughts on the movie. When I walked out of the movie, I thought to myself, man, this movie, it was a love letter to Fox Marvel. And I'll leave it at that. It was such a beautiful love letter. Like you saw right there, 20th Century Fox in the background there in rubble. It was such a love letter to Fox Marvel and Fox X-Men, or Foxmen at this point, right? It was so cool because, yeah, I know the overall gag right now is, oh man, Disney about to do better, y'all. Watch out, guys. Disney about to take over. They about to show you what the real X-Men are and all this BS that's been kind of going on around social media. But nah, man. Nah. Batman says, to be honest, I don't think Disney really did this. I think this was all Ryan Reynolds and Disney just distributed it. Yeah. I think, and you're not wrong, because the writers and directors that have worked with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman in the past, actually, somebody pointed this out to me the other day, that the director worked with Ryan on, is it Free Guy, I believe the movie is, and he directed Hugh Jackman in, what's that darn movie called? Is it Real Steel? Two movies that I didn't really care for. And so you could tell this is really like Ryan and Hugh's collaborative nature. They're homies. You could tell that without their passion, this movie doesn't happen. And it damn sure doesn't happen the way it happens. That's right, Necron. Always on duty, baby. But overall, I'd say that no, Hugh Jackman does not need to go chase Oscar bait. Ryan Reynolds has definitely mastered the Merc with a Mouth. And this movie overall, even though it was created under the production and studio of Disney Marvel, and y'all know how I feel about Disney Marvel, I could care less about Disney Marvel. they pretty much pass out drivel to the masses, and at best it's Pixar worthy quality, right? As in, they can put butts in seats and get families to come. So I had a lot of trepidation going into this, like, but I was excited at the same time. And I'm happy to report with my quick review, which going forward, I should probably call these reviews the new review. I don't know why I didn't just say the new review, obviously, right? But going forward, or excuse me, not going forward, I'll say that my quick thoughts are, this movie was great. I think everybody should go see it. If you're pretentious and you're a cinephile who acts like everything has to be Citizen Kane, this ain't the movie for you. And if you walk into this movie after watching these trailers thinking that you're going to get that, you're a goofball. Enjoy it for what it is. The trailers show you exactly the tonality that you're going to expect. The gags, the winks, the callbacks, they're all beautiful. There are things that happen in this movie with winks, callbacks, and things that are revealed that will totally have you laughing, especially if you've kept track of the Foxmen, quote unquote, and Marvel Fox, which, man, this movie really makes me miss. And I'm glad I own a lot of these movies. This was just a beautiful love letter. Looking at the chat. What's up, Retro? Good morning to you as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let me know in the chat if you've seen the movie yet, Retro. Retro showing love to everybody. That's what's up. Bat Dan. Right. Same, bro. Same. I think both companies need shade thrown at them. And I think that's the one thing I'd say that I was kind of annoyed by, was that there wasn't enough shade thrown at Disney. There was some. It was like you could tell just the very nature of this movie was kind of shade at Disney, whether they realized it or not. But I'll get into that in another stream, another podcast coming soon. I'm going to do a full-on spoiler review. We've had our fair share of spoilers lately. Not even going to get into that, but I'll be doing a spoiler review, and maybe I'll do it with one of the homies. Maybe Sky will want to jump on, and we can just tear this bad boy apart. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the Wolverine to his Deadpool, or vice versa. So before I go, I'll just say thank you guys for joining this quick review, my quick thoughts on the film. Looking at this trailer kind of spin in the background, this was dope. What a dope movie. And what a love letter to Marvel Fox and, the X-Men and quote-unquote Foxmen. I don't know what they're going to do next with any of that. I don't know where they go from here. I don't know. But I will say that I'm very appreciative of what I saw, and just this is one of the few times as a fan that like fan service meant something. It was very, very meta, very fourth wall breaking, and very, very beautiful. Sky said we got an hour cook. Nah, I don't want to beat everybody over the head with my thoughts. I'm gonna definitely cook, and I appreciate you saying that. I'm gonna definitely cook in the spoiler review. I'd much rather do that, unless, man. Scott, do you want to jump on and give a couple of thoughts before I dip? Let me know. If not, then I will wrap this up, because I know you're doing your own review, and it's going to be more expansive because you actually went to a fan event. So everybody, go to Sky's channel, click the notification bell so you know what's coming up, because I'd really like to hear his thoughts, especially being at a fan event. So he's going to have a lot of extra things to say about his experience. And Sky just confirmed that the New Geekz duo is about to form. While I wait for Sky, just give me a moment, if you don't mind. Yo, yo, yo. What it do, bro?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Sorry about the audio, but I had to go back to my old ways. Got these headphones in real quick. Um,
Absolutely.
hey, much love. Thank you for inviting me on, bro. I was sitting here watching. I'm like, bro, I ain't getting no notification. This shit was starting. Like, I just randomly opened my YouTube, and there it was. You know what I'm saying?
Now, it's funny. I scheduled this for last night. I literally had it all set up last night. I was going to do it right after I got out of the theater, but just to be transparent to the audience, I was pissed because I was like, the thumbnail wasn't turning out because I was trying to do it over my phone. And I was like, man, hey, you know me about presentation, bro. So I was like, I'm gonna schedule it tonight for the morning and just go ahead and hop on whenever in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, man. Much love for having me on. And yeah, dude. I was curious as to what you were gonna say. This fucking movie is dope, dude. Like I was so shocked at how much fun that I had, bro. I went to a fan event at the El Capitan. I'll be getting into that a little later, and I'll show you guys all the goodies that we got and all that stuff. But yeah, dude, the theater was packed. There wasn't one empty seat in the entire house. The entire El Capitan was in there entirely full. People was in their Deadpool and Wolverine shirts, bro. It actually felt like the MCU days, like back in the kind of prime, bro. Honestly, if I'm gonna compare it to any other like MCU release, um, you were absolutely right about this being like a love letter to Fox. Um, but at the same time, it is in the MCU, and like so we have to count it that way. They haven't had a movie of this quality, bro, in quite some time. I don't know if you agree,
100%. No,
but
oh
like,
yeah, hell yeah. I
damn,
think it
this
was
is
even
like
better
this
than
is
in my opinion, it was better than Spider-Man. What was that last one?
No Way Home. I
Yeah,
agree.
No Way Home. Yeah, I thought it was better than that, if I'm
I
being
agree.
honest.
Um, uh, I I like Deadpool one. Even though my main problem with that film was that I feel like they put a lot of the funniest jokes in the trailer. So I had already seen a lot of the funnier jokes from the movie before it came out. I thought Deadpool 2 was cool, but I almost liked one more. This is the best one. Um Hands down. This fucking movie has no business being that funny. And I was actually on the opposite side of you, bro, because when the beginning part happened, I was like, oh shit. I was like, here we go. And I kind of figured, I was like, yo, this is gonna come back in a dope way. And it did, bro. Yeah, it's risky. They I thought they did make fun of the MCU quite a bit, especially with the multiversal shit, bro. Like, and that was kind of done in a few different ways. Um, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's really a love letter to the Fox men and everything that they did over there. Um, like, all you guys should check this film out if you guys like any of the OG X Men movies. I think that you'll really really love this one, and I'm just glad that they paid homage to so many of the Fox X Men characters, even some that we might not have even been expecting to see.
Yeah, 100%. I especially when you said if you liked any of them, any of them, to be honest, like just any excuse to go ahead and go over there and or go to your local theater, I should say, and check this movie out. Any excuse really, because this was
Yeah,
just man, this is
yeah.
fantastic.
Yo, also, I had a general audience member with me too,
Same,
and
same.
and she
Absolutely.
wasn't even really tuned in with like all of the shows and stuff, right? So she didn't really know who the TVA was, and they put a or they have a great part in this film. But even still, she was able to follow all the plot and still knew all the characters for the most part.
I didn't know who those people were either. I thought that was something new.
Yeah, no. The TVA, that's why they had that joke with Elias. Oh, and never mind. Well, Elias is in the fucking trailer, so it's just not a spoiler. But yeah, they fucking like, oh yo, they literally named the episode that he popped up in, and I was like, yo, that shit's funny. But yeah, no, like, yeah, they did a great job of kind of balancing all that stuff because if you think about it, they had a lot to juggle with this movie, man. There's been so
100%.
many, there's been so many, like Disney Plus shows and Marvel stuff, and like um, if you watch Loki both seasons, you would really have like a much better understanding of like what was going on with the TVA and who they were and all that. But yeah, they were juggling the TVA, the multiversal aspect, all of the Fox X-Men characters, Deadpool entering the MCU, Wolverine entering the MCU. Just there was a lot of stuff that was juggled in this film, and for them to be able to pull it off in the way that that they were, um, yeah, it was just really dope. And yeah, stay tuned later because I have a theory that I'll kind of fucking uh, give you guys a bit of an exclusive here, but the DCU is cooked, y'all. That shit's over with. That shit is
Yeah.
DOA. That shit is
Yeah.
cooked. You had your
Specifically the
chance.
DCU.
Yo, you had your chance.
Facts.
Krypton had his chance. This shit is like
Facts. Facts.
yo, they're fucking cooked, boy. I tell you, ain't no way. This shit is too powerful. It's gonna put too many butts in. See, people gonna keep going back to go see this shit. I might even go see it again. You know, I don't know. They're cooked, bro.
I agree, bro. Real quick, audio check. Audience, you guys can hear Sky because I can hear him clearly. I know that's kind of possibly different from you guys, but I think everybody else can hear him. Bad Dan saying he couldn't hear you.
So let me know and then I'll fix that.
But yeah, no, to touch on what you just said, the MCU is cooked and it had its chance. And I'll just leave it at that. My goodness. The boy did it have his chance. And that's something that I want to discuss on the spoiler review because there's something that Deadpool said to a particular character, you know, that we're obviously hinting at. That was interesting. I was like, huh, what do you mean by that? You know? So, yeah. If they're going, I'll just say this, if they're trying to go where I think they may be trying to go with that particular character, they're just put an X gravestone over the DCU, you know, like what they did with Wolverine. People may ask, why would they put it there? Just because, just to say, this is the universe that ended you, you know, because
No,
put an X over the DCU grave, bro.
yeah,
If
I know
that's what
it.
they're
Yeah,
going with it, huh?
I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
Yep.
And like that
Didn't that
line
line
read,
throw you off?
it was very interesting.
Yeah,
We'll get into that on the spoiler review.
100%.
You know, I was quite torn about that.
Yeah. On one hand, I was like, man, and on the other hand, I was like, that's what you fucking get.
Right? Like, that's
That's
what
what
you
you
fucking
get.
get.
That's what you get.
You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
know?
what the fuck you get.
Because at the end of the day, man, look, man,
Could have been here by the side of the great one, but undone by self pride.
1000%. Because somebody told you, somebody said this.
Wake the fuck up.
You know, was saying it for years, man. But instead, they decided to do this.
Surprise for you.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Twerking is bad for your health.
Twerking. Right. So yeah. Yes, definitely. If you guys have watched the Loki series, you'll have a bit more history of everything and be able to understand things that are happening much faster, and you'll get a lot more of the Easter eggs, I would say. But you don't have to have seen anything. Obviously, it's the MCU movies for the most part. But yeah, you don't have to have seen a lot of these recent Disney Plus shows.
Not at all. I
Yeah.
remember you mentioned that in another conversation we had not too long ago. It was on Hold My DualShocks, right?
I think so, yeah.
And shout out to them. Real quick though, speaking of shout outs, shout out to the great producer of the Syndicate Network, the homie, the good Austin. As you can see, he has completed a layer of mine, the layer of the new Geekz. So you're watching an exclusive camera feed, a security feed into the layer as we broadcast from our separate homes. So the details on this background is just fire. I just wanted to point that out, and I would have been remiss if I did not highlight the homies' efforts. This nasty, bro. But anyway,
Wow.
Right.
And a shout out to everybody in the chat, Bad Dan, Mankind, Retro Nerd Girl. We got Mama Bear pouring here. Much love, all you guys.
Welcome, Mama Bear. Welcome. Yeah, man, it's crazy because I'm so glad that you brought up the clear, like, the schism that's about to be created. The huge gap between them and them, right? The DCU and the MCU. It's about to be insane. MCU basically said,
"See something? You know you don't f***ed up, right?"
No.
bro,
Right?
it's over. It's over, man.
Yeah. Nah, man. This gonna bring too many people back, bro. This movie's gonna be a fucking hit, bro. This movie's gonna make so much fucking money, bro.
It's about to
This
be
movie's
nuts.
gonna make so much money, bro. Dude, that fan event was packed last night, bro. Packed. And they got they got so much merch.
Thank you, Retro.
Dude, they have so much merch in the fucking theater.
For real.
They had like so many different kinds of popcorn buckets and all kinds of little toys and add-ons and shit that you could buy.
Yeah, man.
Right? And you had Deadpool and Wolverine on top of a car. I was like, what the fuck? Like, when have I been able to buy something like this at the movie theater, bro? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, man, it's crazy, bro. The merchandising is gonna be off the chain. The memes, bro.
I'm gonna say this too, man. When I looked at that movie, it looked like it was very easy to make compared to
a lot of other MCU stuff. Yeah,
MCU and Fox, X-Men, and the Fox, different universes, as it were. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, man, this looks like, it didn't look cheap. It did not look cheap at all. It looked like it was something that definitely fit right into the MCU aesthetic, but also it looked like it fit right into the old Fox aesthetic. And at the same time, like you could tell the quality and passion to make this movie was put into it. I've talked about this before, and I got a little bit of pushback from individuals. I said that when you come into something like this, or in general, like when you're making movies nowadays, people are going to get out of their house when they see passion and quality combined, right? No matter what it is, it can be something like Oppenheimer, it could be something like Barbie, it could be something like this Deadpool and Wolverine, it could be something like what's something else that came out that was just it escapes me, but just overall, when you look at the trailers for this, you can obviously see the quality and the passion is in the marketing, not the marketing department pushing out a bunch of trailers, but the passion from Ryan, the passion from Hugh. You can see that they really not only do they have fun making this, which is an ugly word in our fandom sometimes. Fun, no, you can have fun and quality movies. That's what
Shit, I
Zach's
had
all
fun
about.
last night. I had a lot of fun, bro.
Yeah,
I had so much fun watching this fucking movie, bro. I was laughing, dude. I did not, dude. This shit is the funniest. Yo, this is the funniest out of all of the MCU movies. Easy. I
yes,
don't think I've laughed this much in any of the films, bro. And I was laughing from the beginning,
yes,
from
from the
the
beginning.
opening fucking credits when fucking Leon was taking her back, and
Right.
I was like, "Oh my god!" This motherfucker said, "I know you. Look, I know what y'all thinking." Yo, that shit was classic, bro. Dude, all right, look. In hindsight, can you admit that was kind of like the perfect way to start that movie?
Oh, 1000%. I even
All
knew
right, cool, 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 cool.
I even knew after it was all over, continuing on, I was like continuing on watching the film, I was like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Like I'm not tripping because I'm like, yeah, this is Deadpool. This is what he does, you know. And it also kind of showed, without giving spoilers, it showed the jealousy he had for that character. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
100%
And
jealous of the character.
yo, and look, I'll say this without spoilers. I think that this is the best way to kind of for everybody thinking like, look, or or like no, for everybody that was listening to Ryan Reynolds saying like, yo, there's no way that we're gonna disrespect Wolverine and Logan and all that stuff, right? That's not entirely accurate. You know what
Right,
I'm
right, right,
saying?
right.
I'll just kind of leave it at that. Is and I love quoting that line from Independence Day. He's like, "Yo, that's not entirely accurate,
Right.
right?" But yeah, 100%. If y'all thought that y'all wasn't gonna get no Logan slander, oh nah, you're in for a fucking surprise, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh man.
Yeah, for sure. And that kind of what Rising Renegades just said, that's the thing with this is I think showing Hugh Jackman, I don't think it puts them in a dilemma. If this was any other studio, I'd be like, man, you guys really highlighted why, blowing up Fox and blowing up the X-Men as if to say like we're done with them, right? I'm not saying in this movie, I'm saying in general with the merger and everything. Blowing up that franchise was a mistake. Like Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine will make you wonder was that a mistake to do that, and should they continue, or should they go one last romp? Should they do sort of a what was hinted at with the Snyderverse? Do one last ride with these characters, right? And I think with this movie in particular, I'm not gonna complete that sentence. It's gonna sound like, well, I will. I'll complete the sentence. I think we kind of got that answer, right? In this movie, the one last ride portion, right? I think we kind of got that answer.
Man, yeah, bro. This is just my speculation. I think we're gonna get it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. We got a lot of cameos, but we was missing some big ones.
Yeah, man.
And there's no way. There's no way. There's no fucking way, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like I do not see us getting out of these next few Avengers movies without some more of these characters popping up. I don't see it at all.
Especially with what happened with a certain, I'll just say, group of characters, which I can't wait to get into that in the spoiler talk, because I have a lot to say about that. And spoiler alert,
that was pretty dope too, man. I ain't even going front. Like, that was pretty dope.
Yeah. Spoiler alert about myself, not the movie. Spoiler alert, I loved it. I was very audible in the theater.
Hey, just so you know, when that one dude walked in, bro. Oh my god,
man!
Yo!
Audible,
like, bro, the theater erupted, bro.
I was the first shot in the war, as they say, right, or as it says in history. I was the first shot in the war on that. I was like, whoa! And I said it. I actually said the name out loud, as if, y'all can't see who it was.
Yeah.
Like, ah! And then everybody was like, oh, and they kind of laughed at me and started kind of cheering. Like, you could tell the theater was like, laughing at me in particular. And then they kind of erupted. And then, the rest was just like, bruh, like, I could literally, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro.
You feel me? Like, this to me.
And then when he gave that line, right?
Bro, right?
Yo, bro, there was so much shade. Bro, look, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I think that's why the critics are talking. Bro, this movie talked a lot of shit about the MCU, bro. Like, I heard you say that you wanted some more shade, but I think they got it, bro. I think they got a lot of shade in this movie, bro.
Well, you know what you're telling me, just like, I need to watch it again.
Yeah. Because it was just like, it was in a lot of the minute stuff, like even that line, right? Mm-hmm. That can be taken as like, look, fucking look at what y'all motherfuckers doing, right?
Bro, especially with what he said in the car. There's only one, and then Deadpool kind of reacts, and I'm looking at Deadpool like, what you looking at, bro? What you looking at? Because he's kind of right now.
Bro. But then the way he looked over, that's what I'm saying. The way he looked over at the screen, he was like,
he said, and then Deadpool looking like, and I don't even know if that's like if he's like, well, little does this guy know, or if he's looking like, shit, he got a point.
No, that's what I took it as, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's what I took it as, bro.
Audible laughter, bro. I'm like, and the fact that this movie did not care whether y'all knew that or not, whether y'all understood everything or not. Because there were certain people in theaters that got the joke, even if they didn't understand the exact details, even if they were just like, we know how this stuff works with this genre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, with this genre, whether there's something in the future, I'm not giving away the joke at all, but whether there's something in the future or not, we know that him saying that is kind of meaningless, right, guys? You know, because there's always a new thing coming, right? But yeah, no, it was perfect, and that's the thing too. Just to highlight the comedy real quick, or more highlighting of the comedy. The comedy landed in a very sophisticated way, and I don't think there was one joke that was of that kind that I wasn't like, man, who wrote this? Who wrote this? Because this is they're firing on all cylinders right now.
That was actually a great point. There were very few, if any, jokes that just didn't land at all.
Right.
There were very few. Like every time that I feel like I was supposed to laugh, I laughed.
Right. Yeah.
Or like chuckled or something. At the very least, like I might have got a you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, dude, it was either and me kind of chuckling to just outright dying, bro. And this movie is so meta, bro. Because if you know, you know. Like it was so many, even with the one cameo from the one that never quite kind of materialized.
Yeah, real quick.
I called that out too. Like as soon as I was like,
me too, bro.
It's him. And I said his name like loud as shit.
Before he even completely came on the screen. I said the same thing. Real quick, Qatar, as you're leaving, try not to spoil anything on the way out. All right. Just don't do that.
Hashtag it was Qatar.
Yeah, don't do that. Cause I'm like, bro.
Think, Mark, think.
Bro, you know I'd have been so mad.
Bro.
Yo, if I would have seen that, I would have been hot.
The only thing that saves him in particular, or anybody, from the complete ire of my rage,
shout out to Qatar.
The fact that this movie was off the chain. Like I can get past that. That's how good this movie was, right? And that's kind of why I wanted to highlight that, not necessarily to continue to kick his ass, metaphorically, but to also highlight that, man, when that occurred and when I moved past it, I was like, in hindsight, I'm like, this movie was that good. This movie was that good that something that big was spoiled, that I still walked away from it excited, happy, talking about it, having conversations with perfect strangers, having a conversation with Shorty. Shorty was like, and Shorty knows nothing about this shit. Matter of fact, I'm glad you highlighted earlier about general audience. She hadn't seen any of the X-Men movies. No.
Wow.
She goes, yeah, like, because at first I misunderstood what she said. She said, yeah, I thought she said, I saw the what did she say? I thought she said I saw a particular X-Men movie, like, and I looked at her and I said, wait, what? She said, I've never seen any of the X-Men movies. I said, I've heard something completely different. You've never seen any of them. She says, no, none of them. I heard they're good. She said, but I also she said, I tried to watch one, but it was just so like deep and so this and that. And I said, yeah, they're heavy. That's what I love about them. And I was like, wow. So when she saw this, none of the stuff reference, she really didn't understand. She just laughed because it made sense for the film. You know what I mean? Like all the jokes, the meta commentary, all of it made sense for the movie. That's how good this movie is, that if you have not seen anything, you're good.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure that everybody knows that Hugh Jackman has been playing Wolverine for all this time. So, like, if you just know that he was Wolverine, then that's fine enough.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, man, the DCU is really cooked, y'all.
Yeah. And this isn't even like
that shit's over
on them.
No, they're done. They're
If Sky was
done.
full of crap right now, I would just be like, nah, bro. Like, look, we ain't gotta talk about the DCU.
They're done.
Blah, blah, blah. No, they just are cooked. That was kind of one of my thoughts later on in the night.
Oh my
When
God,
I got back
bro.
to her
I
house.
just thought about that one cameo, bro.
Which one? Put it
When,
in the back chat.
wait, when he went to the hold on. This shit is so fucking funny, bro. Hold up. Yo. Yo, you see that?
Bruh. Yo, you know what's funny? Before they actually said that word, I looked at her and I looked at Shorty and I said, hey, I said, that is how he is usually. And she was like, really? I was like, yeah.
And then he said that shit, and I was like,
I was rolling because she was like, she kind of, she laughed. Everybody laughed because, it's a gag. But I looked at her and I told her what's up. And then he said it. And she was like, oh, wow. I was like, yeah. I said, and this is the thing that nerds kept bitching about for years. And now you had it.
Facts, bro.
Are you guys happy now?
Yo, man, there's so much to unpack
Short
with this
king.
movie, yo. but hey, like
Lord have mercy.
shit, no, the DCU is cooked, man. Because look, here's the thing: if you look at the hype for this movie that has been building the entire time, we've seen this coming.
Yep.
Right? Like, you literally felt that this was gonna be. I mean, look. Obviously, you hope and you expect it to be some super dope shit, right? But like, that's what we were expecting, and we got that shit. And we've been expecting a dope, epic ass movie since we first heard about this thing, and since we first saw anything. It's been nothing but just breaking the internet. And when you look to the other side of the aisle with this fucking Superman film that nobody gives a shit about.
or as Deadpool would say, across the street, huh?
Right?
Woo. Yeah, man. Yeah. Just
they're done.
I kind of want to cook on
done.
that just a little bit, not a lot.
Yeah.
No real big immediate thoughts come to mind, but just yes, man. When you look at those photos and you hear about the things that are happening and not happening, it's disgusting. Kevin Feige or Feige, Marvel Studios, Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, whoever the team was that created this. I don't even know if it was necessarily the third floor, because this didn't seem like it was heavily prevised. It just didn't seem like it was heavily prevised. It seemed like kind of a old school Fox production.
Bro, that's what it felt like, man. It felt like the old Fox team made this and they really just let them do whatever and was like, bro, we just gonna put this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that they had some input on the characters that could be in it and and some things like that. But I'm pretty sure that they let them make this movie, bro. It feels like that, man.
And with that being said, those across the street, that studio across the street, as Deadpool would say, I don't know what the hell they're making over there. It's interesting. It seems like they're making their red caped version of Deadpool inadvertently. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is not the success and quality of what we saw, last night. I mean, it's a parody. It just looks like a damn parody. It looks like a parody of the greatest, most iconic superhero ever. and Superman. It looks like a parody. So just looking at the behind the scenes, and I know some people will say it's unfair, but you just have to compare what we got last night and probably what we're getting going forward with the MCU if they play their cards right, or at least with this portion of with this part of the franchise, with this one in particular. I think that they are freaking cooked. Even if all they did was expand the X-Men, the mutant side of the Marvel universe going forward, from this film. I'm not saying whether they are or not, or whether I got that idea from the film. Even if they just did that, they're cooked. And I'll say this, man. If they want any hope of the brand of DC to be relevant again, they're going to have to give us this.
And we will stop at nothing to possess it. Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways.
Facts, bro.
They gonna have to sell that thing, boy.
That's it, bro. That's it. That's the only chance they have, bro. That is it, man. They're done, dude. They're done.
Yeah, bro.
They're done, bro. Like,
Yeah.
this movie put a stake in whatever the hell was left over at that company, bro. Because we've been expecting this and we got it. And
Yep.
what are we expecting on the other side?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, no. Yo, the fandom can usually tell, yo. That's why I tell people, like, look, and I know it's a bit harder for me because I'm a content creator and I have to, and I know that you guys want me to talk about different movies a lot of times, right? Or just certain stuff. I have a hard time watching stuff that I'm not interested in from the trailers and stuff like that. Like, if I'm watching trailers for a film and I don't think that I'm gonna like it, I just don't want to watch it. Right? Like, it's up to these studios to create content that resonates with people. Right?
Absolutely.
Like, and and to market films, especially in ways that are gonna, like, my because look, we all know that there's been films that have been marketed terribly and have been great. Pacific Rim, Edge of Tomorrow, Dread, right? Like, there's been many a film that has been marketed poorly, but was actually a super dope ass film, right? That happens sometimes, right? But that is up to them. These films aren't just made by one person. It's an entire team effort. And it takes all of these moving parts coming together to get people to put their butts in those seats. So if everything that you're dropping is just not really resonating with people and it keeps, like, going under the radar and it's not sticking and nobody's talking about it, you have to find a better way to market your film or make a better fucking product. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real simple. It's cut and dry, just like that. So, hey, like, that's my last kind of thoughts because I do have to go start getting ready for the stream. But, yo,
Yeah, I was
This
about to ask for your
movie
final
is
thoughts too.
yeah. This movie is fucking amazing. I really recommend everybody to go see it. The MCU just put their Batman with the fucking boot on Superman's neck right now with the kryptonite spear. You know what I'm saying? Slitting him across the cheek. Like that's what just happened, bro.
Yeah,
That's what just happened. The
yeah,
fight's over. It's bro. There's no way, just marketing momentum wise, there's no way that they can recover from this.
yeah,
I don't care how many bot views they put on that damn trailer whenever it come out. You know, I don't care what they do, bro. I don't care what they do. They're cooked. So much love, y'all. Thanks for having me on, Leon. And it's always a pleasure, bro. You know, even when it's impromptu.
yeah. And technically, it wasn't impromptu because I scheduled this last night. Y'all just
Well, I meant
for
for
some
me.
reason didn't. For sure. But no, yeah, no, I'm glad you came through, bro. And I honestly, I was like, man, I want any excuse to debut this background because Austin went hard on this. But no, yeah,
Shouts out to the
this
good Austin.
heck yeah. The I appreciate you rolling through, and I appreciate your thoughts, man. And I can't wait to see your stream and maybe even possibly be a part of it, and us doing a
Oh
dive
yeah,
on the spoiler review
yeah.
on this because we're gonna cook.
We got a spoiler one coming later. It's gonna be non-spoiler today because I still want to give people a little bit more time to go see it because I don't want to be a. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
You gonna make him a verb? Want to be a Qatar?
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But yeah,
that might be it. That might be his claim to fame, and he just wears the badge with honor. You know.
hey, hey, bro. Some people gotta wear some of these badges because Trey checked
Facts.
his watch. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Facts.
Trey definitely checked his watch. Definitely.
Facts.
There's no way that he didn't check his watch
And
during.
Qatar certainly spoiled. So, final thoughts, real quick. I'm gonna wrap this up so we can go over to cartoons and cereal. You guys go to Sky's channel for cartoons and cereal. Everybody watching, thank you, Sky, for coming through. My final thoughts are that this film, Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine, kicked major ass, like 100% kicked major ass. I'm not gonna sit here and do like this is 5 stars. This movie was dope. Go see it. That's my review. It was dope. Go see it. It's not a waste of time. Take a date. This is definitely one of those funny little date night movies. You know, if especially if your date isn't like doesn't have a stick up there behind. You know, like go take a date. Roll with a pack of homies too, if anything.
Facts.
Great movie. You know what I'm saying?
This is definitely a movie to go see with the homies too.
Yes,
for sure.
yes. This is a gather the big dogs. We going to bark. This is a beautiful. I can say the word beautiful for this film. Love letter to Fox Marvel and the quote unquote Fox men, the old X-Men. My hats off to the film. Thank you guys for tuning in.